I don't know how to make videos. I'm the worst at this. Hello, innocent beautiful people and not so nice people. My name is Paris and I am the brain collapsed. And in case you didn't know, I am not a girl. I am not a boy either, though. I am non-binary. And just now, I was thinking about making this video about how it feels, at least for me, to be non-binary. So, growing up, I didn't really have gender dysphoria. I feel like I was just so socialized to be a certain way, and I was raised in a religious environment where you pretty much grow up not knowing that there's anything else beyond being straight and cisgender. I was so normalized in this that I didn't really care much to think about my gender identity. Everyone said that I was a girl, so I just went on with it. I had my moments though, like when we were younger kids and role-playing different things, like we were mystical creatures. I would always want to be a werewolf and I wanted to be a boy. I remember once we were playing that we were in a band or something and I wanted to be the drummer, but I needed to be a boy. I remember being 7 years old and looking at myself in the mirror and asking myself, why am I not a boy? But then thinking, that doesn't feel right. I want to be something else. I just don't necessarily want to be a boy. But it would be interesting to see how it would feel to be a boy. So I had these sort of gender confusing feelings when I was younger, but I never cared much to think about them because everyone said I was a girl, so I just accepted it. So that's how it felt for me to be non-binary in my childhood. Very confusing feelings, but never cared much to think about it. Never really felt dysphoric about anything because I was just a kid, never gave it a thought. Now, when I was 17, I actually came out as gender fluid. When I found out that there was something else more than just being a boy or a girl, I really liked the label gender fluid because it allowed me to explore my gender at the time, and it allowed me to express myself in both feminine ways and try out how I felt with female pronouns and all that stuff, which I grew up accustomed to. Like, it was something pretty normal, of course. But it also gave me the chance to try out, like, male pronouns and going completely by male gender words. Side note, I grew up in a country where we speak Spanish. So Spanish is my first language. And if you don't know, in Spanish, everything is gendered. Like, if you say friend, you have to specify if it's a male or a female friend. So it gave me the chance to try out that, and my friends also were super cool and came up with a way to talk about me in a gender neutral way. Not something that's like official in the language, but it was pretty nice of them that they were trying. And as time went on, years passed, I sort of stayed away from the label gender fluid and sort of just became myself. And at one point, I realized that I felt 100% comfortable with gender-neutral pronouns, not very comfortable with she-her pronouns, and not very comfortable with he-him pronouns either. Now, my feelings of dysphoria go back to when I was probably around 17 years old, when I found out that people could bind their chest. Now, I don't know what it was, but I was just so attracted to the concept of being able to bind your chest and being flat, and that feeling of being flat once I bought myself a binder and tried it on for the first time. That feeling of being flat felt just so good. There were days where the dysphoria would come and go when I started identifying as gender fluid, and that helped me know what pronouns and what things to try that day, sort of like how my dysphoria was feeling. And now it's still the case that my dysphoria comes and goes. Like, I can be alone in my house, not really thinking about it, and it won't bother me. But if I have to go outside and I think about how the people are going to see me, I have to bind. Sometimes I'm even by myself and I have to bind. And the thought of taking a shower and being naked is just completely agonizing, and I can't even stand it, and it's horrible. So I have feelings of fluctuating dysphoria, definitely, but dysphoria is definitely present. Now, side note, I was actually diagnosed with gender dysphoria by a psychiatrist. Well, a psychiatric nurse practitioner. She is specialist in mental health and all of this sort of stuff, DSM. So yeah, if you want me to talk about it in another video, I will. Let me know in the comments below. Now, about bottom dysphoria, I usually have it only during sex most of the time. I used to have it really, really bad just in normal days back when I was 17, 18, and identifying as gender fluid. Right now, at the moment, not really. So it's only when I'm having sex, and for that, I have prosthetics, and sometimes just communication with my partner is like the thing that can help alleviate dysphoria. It doesn't necessarily have to involve anything else. So yeah. Now, pronouns. I want to talk about pronouns because pronouns is probably my major cause of dysphoria. Social dysphoria and people calling me a girl, calling me she, saying these things in public is my major cause of dysphoria. So I watched this actually in a video by another YouTuber called Chandler. I'm going to probably put a card up here for the video or something. I don't know, but if I figure that out, well, that to me, her pronouns feel like an itchy sweater. It just feels so uncomfortable to wear. It feels like the worst. It's just imagine wearing an itchy sweater and being itchy all over and you can't take it off. Now, he, him pronouns for me, right now, if people call me he or sir, it feels foreign. It just doesn't feel right. So it feels to me like an oversized sweater. So it's just extremely big. It doesn't fit. I would never wear it. While they, them pronouns, gender neutral pronouns, singular gender neutral pronouns, they, them, they actually make me feel just right. It makes me feel like that's the way people should be talking about me, because it doesn't necessarily specify if I'm a boy or a girl. It's just saying that I'm a person, and that's all, at the end of the day, what I am. I am just a person. That's how I feel. That's my experience with it. Let me know in the comments below if you're non-binary, if you experience dysphoria, what type of dysphoria, if you want to talk about it. Let me know what pronouns do you prefer. Let me know how you choose to present yourself to the world. I don't know. Let me know your non-binary experience in the comment below if you are, or your trans experience if you're trans. I don't know. Just leave your experience in the comments below and let's have a chat. Alright, that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!